I've had a reasonably rough night at Hexham. We're rolling a bit and getting sleep was fitful, I think. Anyway, I've had a shave, taken me pills, made myself a cup of coffee, just going to film outside and pull my dinghy aboard and get going towards, I believe we're going to the Percy's, but we'll see when I put the, I'll start pointing the boat or where I'm going to go, because we could go to the Digby Islands as well. That's looking ahead. Sun's just about to come up. It's coming up for 6:30 now. One catamaran has gone. Now, the person that owns the VMR boat, he goes and collects coral samples and sells them for aquariums. They're camping on the beach. I'd like to be a bit further away, but there was another boat anchored in front, so by the time you put 30 metres of chain out and then you've got yourself, so that's 40 metres away. And you've got to have enough room that you won't touch the other boat as well if the wind went round the other way. Anyway, I've been going just over half an hour now. I've got the sails up, got the kettle on, and to make myself some toast. That's Hexham there in the centre of the screen, making pretty good progress. Got a full main up, just be jib, and the wind's dying. I had quite a good run from Hexham to here. I've only just put the motor on. It's now 12 o'clock. And with the motor on, I've got about an hour and a half to go to get to the Percy Islands, which are in front. That's Middle Percy. Coming on round, forgot what that island's called. And that's South Percy over here. Cooking yourself an omelette as we go along. I haven't had any eggs for a week or so, so I better have them, you know, otherwise I've got to either go there, I've got to eat them somehow. And this is the Percy's in front, so that's what it looks like when you're looking yourself, and you've seen what it looks like on the chart. There's my omelette. I'm going to put that on in my bowl and enjoy. Taking the sails down and still putting them away, but we're coming into West Bay, just round that point in front. And I'm regretting it really. I think we should have gone to White Bay, but we'll see. Looking on our port hand side, I think that's called Little Percy Island. All I know is when I came up here last time, they were talking about taking the light off that island on the end. This is West Bay. I have to think what I'm doing. Looks pretty good in there, to be honest. Percy Island hut over there. I'm rolling already. It's a worry. And there's the creek. I could go in there and dry out, but it'll be like midge heaven. I'm looking under the boom. Got a boat in front. I'm going to sit downstairs now and read a book for a while, then I'll pump the rubber dinghy up, and when we have sundowners in there I'll take myself a couple of beers in. Percy Island Yacht Club. I'll come across in the morning and I'll look at the names in it. The sun's going down over little Percy Island. This is the boats in the bay. Beautiful evening here at the moment. You don't get many evenings like this. Had a nice night. It's beautiful here today. No wind, no swell. You don't get many days like this at West Bay on Percy Island, that's for sure. We've had one boat come in, and the rest are the same boats, but we've had a lot go. You know, this was full in here with boats yesterday, and now it's empty. These two boats over here are one's from America and one's from the UK. You know, they're kind of covert refugees. They can't go anywhere. They can leave the country, but there's nowhere for them to stop. If they want to go home, they've got to do it all in basically one hit. Yeah, what do you do on a Sunday when you're at the Percy Islands? Well, first thing in the morning you listen to Macca, have a cup of coffee, and have some toast and marmalade. And then I'll go ashore and walk up to the top of the Percy Island and ring up my wife, and I'll have a good look at the hut and try and get the names while it's nice and dull. Here's a nice boat, a Catalina 250. Got out to here, running a 4-stroke Mercury there, and the old reliable Tohatsu, and the lightest dinghy you can buy, I reckon, which goes on davits on the back. Coming into the beach where the Percy Island Yacht Club is. I'm not going to stop straight away. I'm going to walk straight up the hill there and give my wife a call. Try and keep my marriage going. Been walking up the road, and to my left there's a sign. Oh well, just follow the markers. Well, there's a plastic construction hat in a tree, and this is the where you can operate your phone from. It's a bit patchy, but you can get through. I got through to my wife, told her where I was. She's happy. Now I can go back to the boat again. Now, there's one whale out there, but you wouldn't be able to see him. quite a few goats. These are down here eating away. Look pretty good to me. How many boats in the bay today? A few have come in, a few have gone. I'm sitting inside Percy's hut looking out, and this is the oldest one I can see, which is Iota, Sydney, a leeboard ketch, July 1963. Onto the bay, it's rather exposed out there, but absolutely no wind. There's a nice one, fairly modern. It's called Miss Puffin. Rod and Elva and Carl and Stacey from Gosford, 1998. Leaving Percy Island this morning. There's a little bit of breeze blowing, and they reckon it's going to blow from the southeast, northeast, 10 to 15. There's a few boats have left. I'm a bit late actually, and I'm going to try and head for Scawfell, which is basically at the centre of the screen there. As I'm leaving Percy Island, this is a nice motorboat, this one here. There's a game fishing boat alongside it, and they partied on at least till 1 o'clock last night. And then there's a very nice catamaran. It's an hour and a half on, and Percy Island is abeam, reasonably anyway. We're not going very well now. We were doing 4 knots, but we've run out of wind, and we're doing about 1.5 knots now. And I've got 52 nautical miles to go. This is Sphinx Islet. On this side here, about a couple of miles off, I think. And there's a boat right in front, but you wouldn't be able to see him. We kind of set off nearly together. I think he's motoring. I'm going to try not to motor. I'm going to see if we get a bit of wind. I've been going 5 hours now, and we're kind of averaging about 3 knots. There's not much wind, and what wind there is, yeah, it's slow going. So if I carried on to Scawfell, this type of speed, I'd be there probably around 1 o'clock in the morning. So I've kind of made an executive decision now that I'm going to go to Digby. Haven't been to Digby for quite a few years. So went there a couple of times in Stratos. So anyway, it's about 7 miles away, so we're going to make a bit of a turn now, nearly 40 degrees, and go to Digby. Digby's over there, and if we sail over there, we'll actually get quite a nice slot to the wind. At the moment we're kind of trying to go downwind as best we can. I'm still not making Scawfell going down as we are. So, and the tide's coming in, so the tide's against me. So I think Digby's the go, so we'll give that a go. Well, there we are. You can see where we are, and we've got doing about 5.7, and it's about 57 minutes to that little mark there. So we should probably be anchored in about an hour and a half. I'm going to go round and anchor in there somewhere. And the tide is taking us that way because we're not heading there, but over the ground we're heading there. Haven't been in here for quite a while, and this is what I can see over me dinghy anyway. We're going to anchor somewhere behind that island there, I think. There's that rock we've just passed. But the visibility is very poor, to be honest. It's very misty. You know, there are islands down there, you just can't see them. Well, this is Digby. I don't really like it here. I wish I hadn't got to stop, but it was either go on till way past midnight to get to Scorfell or stop here. This is the other side of the boat, round to the beach. And there's a warning to boat owners there. And that's the end. That's the bay. There wasn't a sunset here, so just gonna get ready, make myself some dinner. Yeah, looking astern, you know, that's what you've got. A load of rocks. So basically we're on a lee shore. There's a gap in the islands there, but to be honest with you, there's only about 2 meters of water over there at high tide. So as the tide goes down, it will these waves will decrease, hopefully. Didn't want to go on till 1 in the morning trying to get to Scorfell, so I'll have to suffer with this. It's nearly midnight, and I'm at Digby. The boat's okay, you know, it's not too rough or anything. It's just blowing quite hard, and you know, and I've got rocks behind me. It's pouring down with rain and it's overcast, so you can't see much. You know, even when you've had the light off and you've got night vision. Anyway, I kind of got out of bed and thought I'm gonna have to do something, so I've let out all my chains, so I've got 33 meters of chain out and about another 8 meters of rope. I don't want to go much more than that because I don't want to be on the bottom with the rope, so that's the best I can do, and we rock now. So I'm not in a good place, but I've done the best I can, and got my Garmin 72 down there, and it's on 10 meters, and don't know what you can see. You might be able to see in there. You can see that's my arc. Is that there? That's the arc I'm doing. Before, there's where I was my arc. I've let my rope out and my arc's there now. And that there is 12 meters there, which is about that much. So we've kind of dropped back about 12 meters.